Okay, so we'll do this side, well, side mission slash errand. Pretty certain this is the last one out there, and then we'll do Firebreak, which I'm thinking is going to be maybe, possibly the last one, second last main mission. So since we haven't explored this place, it would make sense. So I'm also gonna, depending on what happens to this little,
Outlander, it would be my honor to speak with you.
this little side quest. I'm gonna do something that may surprise you. I have my reasons.
I've heard of you, Huntress. Each of the many verses of your song tells of an impossible victory. The notes echo across the cut.
You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
That I know. My song used to echo around Banuk. Banuk, the hunter of legendary machines. That's why I'm here. For another. They call it the claws beneath. Or they did when I was younger. Its defeat would have given my song a fine end.
Okay.
I used to travel between Banuk and the cut without stopping to sleep. But this trip, my bones ache, Huntress.
Do we do it for you then?
But you, out hunting Aratak, leading your own Werak. If half your song is true, you are the only hunter I trust to go in my place.
You want me to hunt for you?
Not just for me, no. For an old friend.
Okay.
You want me to hunt in your place? Is that some kind of Banuk custom?
Well, perhaps it should be, but no. We survive and we prevail, until we fail to do either. I confess, this is not easy for me. For any other machine, I would die as I have lived. A Banuk hunter, weapon raised. But too many good lives have been lost to the claws. Throwing my old corpse atop the pile accomplishes nothing.
I get where it's coming from.
Better to live in a world without the claws than to die while it still makes children orphans.
God, I've heard his voice before. I'm trying to know who it reminds me of. Playing on my mind. Anyways.
This machine, the claws beneath. Why travel all the way to the cut just to hunt it?
Some songs. They include a refrain. The return of a past moment. It seemed fitting.
You've hunted this thing before.
Must have been 20 winters past. We were so close to bringing the claws to bay. Closer than anyone else ever got.
We?
Me and my friend. He was a chieftain of my Werak then. A skilled hunter.
Okay.
Every few years, the claws would emerge in a new location. I knew of 2 chieftains he'd sent to their burial pyres. My friend became the 3rd. This hunt, I had hoped to complete it in his honor.
Oh, I'm sorry for you. I'm sorry for his loss.
Sounds like you've got a reputation.
To be Banuk is to push your body to its limits. I found my limits higher than most. Fearsome machines needed killing, and in my youth, I found I had a talent for killing them.
Cool.
Even now, my name carries such weight that when the claws beneath re-emerged, the Werak came to me.
Oh,
Do you
wow.
still have the same faith in yourself that your Werak seems to have?
Perhaps I did. Before I held my bow in shaking hands.
Oh, okay.
Noticed, for the first time, the spots on my knuckles.
Okay.
What a strange thing it is to be old. To stare backward and see such distance. But to stare forward at a looming wall.
I know, but I actually know people who, but not hunters, but I know people who sort of give that expression like they'll be doing something for someone and they suddenly, they stop to look in the mirror, or they suddenly see where it's spots, or they suddenly realize, oh my god. It's like, oh, geez, it's been 20 years. It's like, oh shit. Have I been this long? I mean, not that it's bad, it's just like, wow. They've been doing it for so long, haven't even realized. Guess it's kept them busy, eh?
This is obviously important to you, Umnak. Are you sure you want someone else to take down this machine?
No, I am no longer a match for the claws beneath. If I ever was. If I face it, it will kill me. Of this I have no doubt. The Banuk blood in my veins screams at me to take on the claws myself. But I must see it brought down. And dead men see precious little.
All right, Umnak. I'll do what I can.
I've no doubt you can do quite a lot. The stories say the claws beneath returns here only once every 6 winters. The whispers I've heard say it now makes its home on the northeast edge of the cut. Hunt well.
I think I might know where that is. Although I'm probably totally wrong. No, I'm not wrong. Actually, to be fair, I thought it was being up here, but... So that's why this is kind of sealed. Okay. That makes even... Well, there is a tower in this region, in this area as well, if you haven't already dealt with it, so, yeah. Which would make... Well, essentially this boss fight would be a hell of a lot harder, but... Okay. So what I'm going to do is, unless something drastically changes after this mission, I'm going to basically empty my inventory of everything we don't need, aside from, excuse me, crafting ingredients like sparkers, blaze, you get, and such. So that,
Umnak said I'd find the claws beneath nearby.
because it's probably going to be a point of no return, this next few missions, so I want to go prepared. So what massive claw machine are we gonna face?
I can still get the upper hand. There you are. Just like
Wait.
Umnak said.
Rock Breaker! Oh my god, I haven't seen one of these in ages! Okay, need to change tactics real quick. Oh god, I actually need, No, that's not the right one, you numpty. No, that's not going to be very useful. What the hell? That's not going to be all that useful either. Which one's that for? That's for this one, so that needs to go down. And where is it? Rope cast needs to go to opposite, yeah. Well, that didn't go spectacularly well. Go! Come on. Right. Shoot the damn. Okay, I think we're finally got attention. Oh god. Okay. Come here. Okay, what's it? Oh, that's not wrong. Stupid button. Where is where's Rockbreaker? Where's Rockbreaker? Oh god, I've totally forgotten. Where is it? Ah, here we are. Okay, so freeze. Okay, no problem. We've dealt with those. Okay, so basically looking for freeze. Okay, that's not a problem then. Broadcaster's just doing bugger all, so that needs to go down, so... Surprised he's still moving. Then not take these flippers off. Ah, crap. Okay then. Okay, that's useful. How is he still moving? What the hell? Ho ho! Okay, so it takes a while to power
I
up.
was beneath. Omnak wasn't lying when he said you were tough.
Oh, okay. That was an interesting bit of experimentation, wasn't it? Let's get to weapons. Iceland's probably better for the moment, just given current. Let's take a ropecaster out. Excuse me. That's freeze. Not so worried about the freeze, so let's just stick with that. Well, you're a bugger to take down, weren't you? Oh, I had his flippers already. Did not. Okay, cool. What's some stuff dropped? Ooh, what's in here? Okay. That's okay. Let's I'm not gonna be needing any of this stuff, so I haven't used it so far, so not gonna be using any time. Corruption, not even caring, to be perfectly honest. This. That's for handling. This one's 23. far as resource, I'm basically gonna be doing a whole huge sale of these and just getting a whole bunch of echo shells and everything, because I'm done. I get the feeling that this point of going to this, because this is going to have to be a cauldron. There is a cauldron in this area because there are, when we have the, I'll show what I mean, because there's on the spears, it's a bit obvious. Excuse me. And since we haven't found a cauldron yet, this is the only place it can be. Unless it's so far underground it doesn't register on the map yet, so. But, so show what I'm talking about. Where is it? Here, so there's the Epsilon, which means that since we haven't found that yet, the only place it can be that isn't, you know, in this DLC is this area. So yeah, that's kind of how I figure that much out. So yeah.
It's over. It wasn't easy, but that rock breaker won't be hurting anyone anymore.
The claws beneath brought low by an outlander. This part of your song will travel far.
I don't know if I'll ever get used to that.
I've found people rarely live up to their songs. You're an exception, though.
Okay.
And you've done me a true kindness.
Yeah, you're welcome.
My foe is buried now, like so many of the hunters it killed. My friend, my chieftain. You would be pleased to know his fate won't befall anyone else. Take this in thanks. I believe you've more than earned it.
Well done, Your song spread.
One blue gleam. Okay. Okay. Was it 18? I think we need 18 for it, didn't we? We're one off, aren't we? Yeah, that's a shame. Nah, not that I'm going to use it, but it's just... Okay, so... This may sound a little uncharacteristic of me, but... As you watch me play open world, but I'm going to just... I've got the feeling this is... Actually, you know what? I get the feeling this mission is a point of no return.
Long Notch is well stocked, as you asked.
And our scouts are watching for more frost claws.
Our numbers rise. 3 more hunters have passed their trials.
So I get the impression that... Excuse me. Oh. Sorry, I had some coffee for a second, but someone went down the wrong way. Oh god, I hate when that happens. I think we all drinks go down the wrong way, but if this is what I think is the point of no return, to get the impression it is, I'll come back and sell everything and just trade it. Look, you know, we've actually got everything anyway. We've upgraded just about everything, so you know, I'm gonna take the risk on it. Everything that's singular. Roll these. Just read a bunch of these. Don't need that many of that. Striders. Maybe not. see, what else? Okay, so... Okay. Oh, we need a shitload of blaze, don't we? God, I wish you could buy these in multiple, which is really frustrating, but whatever. Chill water, let's bump that up to 300. Echo shell, let's man at 250. This needs to be at least 200. Then we have to. So I'd rather just buy the stuff. Okay, so this is embarrassingly low. So use this for fire arrows. Don't take too long to go and kill the machines anyway for it, so... I'll settle at 180. I wish there was a multiple buy order. Oh well. I guess I'll have to do. I'm really tempted to get these for what it's worth. But never mind. Because then we're just swimming in materials of whatever we need, which is basically the whole plan of it, so... Yeah, look at that. Don't have any problem with arrows, am I?
Always moving. So are we.
Alright. Let's do this. Back to Aratak first. Aratak? Oh, I always forget his name.
Chill almost feels like sunburn.
But our purpose was to take back the mountain. Now what?
Stay prepared. Sharpen your spears. Should we not return, defending the cut falls to you. If our chieftain agrees with this course.
Sounds like good advice, but let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Chieftain?
The weight of command is no small burden.
I can see that. I take it you haven't spoken to Araya yet?
Why should I? This is what she wanted. To return to Thunder's drum. It is her only care.
I don't think that's totally
So I
true.
should have known she would find a way to push aside my spear. After the Karja took my sister, not all of her came back.
What happened to Araya when she was a captive of the Karja?
As a shaman, she's adept with machines. Tracking them, stunning them. The Karja used her to capture them for the Sun Ring, where they were unleashed upon the innocent. They made her part of their blood sport. The shame she suffered beneath their pitiless sun.
She survived.
She endured.
I think both, actually.
Endured by reminding herself of the spirit, her purpose. And now that's all she has.
At least that's what you think, I'd imagine. Let's see what she says.
Tell me what happened to the first expedition.
Rhea led the way to the summit, but it was blocked by a great door. Some kind of cauldron.
Haha!
New metal. We tried to break through, but it was unflinching. We were exhausted. No way forward and machines behind. I made the call to push back. It cost us greatly. But to remain would have cost us everything. I had hoped to never subject Araya to that again.
Cauldron! Epsilon Cauldron! Yeah, I was right! That just confirmed it! Or at least it's gonna be... That's to be the way to enter the cauldron anyway. Cool, okay. That makes a lot of sense.
What do you think is beyond that door?
I do not know. That expanse of metal, that dead hum. Nothing sacred belongs there. Machines and death, that's what the mountain holds. Death for us or for the daemon.
And if we do find the spirit?
Then perhaps we should put it out of its misery.
For what it's worth, I'm glad you're coming with me.
Someone has to keep Araya safe.
Spoken like a very loving brother.
And act surprised when the hunt eludes them.
Well, look who's here. How the hell are we supposed to get in the cauldron from here? Unless we're supposed to shatter ice or thick ice or something. No, she's got her cauldrons prepared. Or pots anyway.
Aloy, this is it. My chance to reunite with the spirit, and perhaps to reunite her with the blue light. It's not a chance I would have had alone. I needed an outsider. Someone ignorant of our ways, but no, not ignorant.
Are you trying to thank me, Araya?
Yes, of course. That's what you do. Untangle knots. Create possibilities. Thank you for making this pilgrimage
Well,
possible.
we do what we can.
I only wish it had not been necessary to humiliate Aratak.
Well, that was an unfortunate
You
part.
were wise to let him come. He's earned the right. Stubborn as stone, but he's had to be. The war demanded it,
I believe it.
and so have I.
Okay. Ooh, what to ask?
What did the war do to Aratak?
He cut away everything until only his true self remained. Unyielding ice. No Banuk has more sheer will. He fought the Karja for 1,000 freezing nights, yet always rallied his hunters at sunrise. It is said he endured 23 wounds in those years. His hunters counted them. He never complains of one.
Oh, wow.
Instead, he complains that life with me is harder.
I could see why,
That's right.
actually.
What have I ever given him but struggle?
Because he loves you, Araya. That family love. He cares for you so much, he doesn't want you to see you get hurt, so... He can get it, he can take as much of a beating as he needs to, but as soon as you're making bad... As soon as he thinks that Araya is making bad life decisions, he's like, nah, sorry, no, Araya, no, you're staying here. I've heard that. I don't actually have any siblings, but I've heard that about good sibling, you know, siblings love and care for each other dearly. That's the way they treat themselves when shit occurs, you know.
Aratak told me you were a captive of the Karja for a long time. It sounded bad.
For Aratak, it all comes back to that. He thinks the Karja changed me. They did not. They merely sharpened my focus. When all else is lost, you think about what's truly important. The spirit. The blue light. The beyond. And my brother, too. Every time I felt the chill northern wind, I thought of him. Worried for him.
What are we gonna find up there, Araya?
Ruins. Machines. And a door, like that of a cauldron. I have faith that you can find a way through it, Aloy. For beyond it lies the spirit. I know I can find her there. Though I do not doubt the daemon has tried to hide the way.
No doubt. Okay, we've got to ask it. Aurea?
Now that I'm chieftain of the Werak, I don't suppose I can order you to tell me about Silence?
Aratak would never have presumed to grasp for a secret of the Conclave. But you are not Aratak, and if you have dealt with Silence, your need is well apparent.
No kidding.
Silence came to Banuk from the distant north, a young shaman of the Owl's Watch. A remote Werak that rarely comes south to parley.
Silence was a shaman.
It was. Or at least, when we sent runners to ask the Owl's Watch, they said he was. His knowledge of the machines was beyond compare, and he was hungry to trade what he knew to the rest of us. It didn't take him long to gain the trust of the Conclave, and eventually, an invitation to attend.
What about you? Did you trust him?
No. But he impressed me. He carried himself with poise and authority. I wanted to learn from him, but that was not to be. He was granted knowledge of our most sacred meeting place, the frozen caves of the Malmstrom, a month's march from Banur. He met with us there, as is custom at high winter. But when we next returned, the caves had been looted.
Why am I not surprised?
Relics of the old world stolen. Holes cut in ice and metal.
Yeah, that'd be Silence, all right.
Yep.
He vanished with the spoils. We sent our best trackers after him. None returned. And when we checked back with the Owl's Watch, those who had vouched for him were gone. As though he never existed. Some in the Conclave began to doubt he was even Banuk to begin with.
And what do you think?
He committed an unforgivable sacrilege. He's unscrupulous and dangerous. But also brilliant, skilled, and knowledgeable without equal. Except, perhaps, for you. Anyone else I would warn off, but you may be able to treat with him safely. Just don't lower your guard.
I'll keep that in mind, Horea. Thanks.
So from what I've just heard and the way I'm interpreting this, I think Silence found up distant north, where it was Banuk, Owl's Watch, whatever, whether or not. I think he met Hades. Really far north. He said it was in a Titan. Never said where. Not that I can recall anyway. And if he found looted items of the old ones, because he was trying to gather and repair, help Hades in the beginning, who asked for equipment. He wanted to find focuses and find stuff to repair them. He needed equipment from the old ones. He was already skilled, which means he would have been taught by Hades. Instead, things like calculus, there was history, all this sort of stuff. I mean, because he admitted it to us. I think that's all well and truly. He came in here to get equipment, found the opportunity, and took it. Wow, I think he met Hades well before he came into the cut. I think he's been on this journey for so long. Huh. And then when he found he needed... because then once he repairs... As he said, it had enough focuses for a small army. And he said it was an opportunity to recruit the Cadre for the Shadow. Oh my god. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's how I'm interpreting it. That Hades, he found and repaired Hades using stuff from the old world and helped him with the focuses. Oh my god, that must have been so far north. He's been doing this for a long time. I think he must have brought Hades around somehow and just snuck him through the cart, through Sundom, all this sort of stuff. Wow, always going around the long way. That's my theory on it. Yeah, but I honestly think that's what's happened. If that's not true, and look, if you're gonna correct me, please do actually explain Not just that I'm wrong, just if you can actually explain that timeline a bit so it makes sense, please, if you are going to contradict. But that's just my theory anyway. And I still haven't had anything that contradicts that in this game. Anyway.
It hasn't been easy for you, Araya. Getting back to this point.
It was all to hear her voice again. This time, we both will.
I'd like that.
Are you ready then? Once we ascend, it will be hard to turn back.
Ah. Point of no return. Well, I'll be damned. That's a cauldron. Oh my god. Well, aside from not having a great amount of blaze, but all that means is I just use things like hard point arrows and tear arrows of all this. It just means that until I start collecting a whole bunch of blaze on the side, until then I have to be very picky, at least early on, when I use my fire arrows, and everything else at the hard point I just go completely crazy with. Okay, well, let's do this.
Finally, we ascend.
How? I don't see a way up.
Yeah.
Not up. Through.
No, brother!
Oh, a vent! Oh, I see what they're gonna do. Direct the smoke through the vent, force the cauldron open, stores to assume there's a fire hazard. Clever!
The spirit awaits!
It's not all that awaits.
Smoke has been detected within the facility. This is not a drill. Please remain calm and proceed to the nearest exit. I repeat, this is not a drill.
So you see,
Please remain
I
calm
too can
and
call upon the
proceed
power
to
of the old ones.
That was well hidden away.
The spirit once told me that this all used to be part of its domain. A fortress that defended humankind from terrible danger.
Fortress. Looks more like a machine.
Yeah,
Not fitting. Blue light often dwells in machines.
I suppose
Let's
that's
just hope that some remains here.
yeah. Right.
Metal pillars, tall as Banuk's cliffs. I still don't like it.
Well, you're here to protect the sisters, so stop whining.
November 21st, 2064. It's been 3 years since I was last here, and 12 since I was running the place. Just a skeleton crew left, confused about why I'm here. So am I. Anita wants me to find a way to suspend operations for a while. Maybe a long while. And I don't know why. But from the sound of her voice, it was something terrifying. I wish I could look into her eyes, ask her what the hell she's so freaked out about, but what else is new? And don't I wish I could look into her eyes again?
Aloy? Were you listening for something?
There are memories here. Messages left by the old ones.
Good way to put it.
And you can hear them. I envy you. What did they say?
I'm not sure yet, Araya.
Not even sure you want to know,
Here.
to be honest. No. Oops. Oh dear. Oh god. I just want to see if there was any. Sometimes there's little message text underneath, so I thought I'd just
Up
check.
and over.
Okay, I'm just gonna have a look around first. Hold on, Aratak. Make sure I don't miss anything. Okay. Kenny's homecoming. For Joshua and Dina, okay. The return of Director Emeritus. Decent hollow title. No, bad title. And worst subject. The camera crew would die of boredom. Whatever, Gina. It's still the most excitement this hell cave I've seen in a long time. Your standards for exciting are depressingly low. I'll squeeze what I can out of this, thanks. You're always wearing a little sweet on Kenny. What? No way! His ears are enormous. Besides, he was too busy mooning over Anita. I want to know what he's doing here in the first place. It's not normal. He helped engineer the most advanced geothermal facility in history, then rode off into the sunset. Now he wants to check up on his masterwork. Seems normal to me. I get that. It's a fair assessment. We'll see how it's going. Don't blame him. But why now? He keeps poking around in the cooling facility and asking why Cyans? Sure, we'll find out the correct pronunciation. Do you think there's something wrong? Last I checked, there's no deviation in any of our readings since the most recent microquake swarm. Maybe Kenny likes taking field trips in Pharaoh's Dime. On Pharaoh's Dime. Oh, so he's on, so he's on Pharaoh's contract. Pharaoh's contract. He's, well, contracted by Pharaoh. Okay. Or with him, anyway. It's been 14 years. They would have frozen over those accounts by now. Has it been that long? And I'm old. Oh yeah, I see you. Oh, please someone can do a strike from above. Take that, leave that.
Machines. Unless we have the drop on them.
Fellow back. Okay. Oh, hang on. There was this asshole.
We must climb higher, and our path will become clear.
Those, leave that.
If the chieftain's pace is measured, ours is measured.
We can make our way upwards when you're done.
Okay, cool.
No space.
Alright. That kiss. Must be sometime in the spring of 47. About 6 months after the main facility opened. We were behind schedule, and new data indicated that an incident was close. Or maybe only weeks away. Maybe only weeks away, sorry. I was exhausted, losing weight, barely speaking except to give orders. I passed by Anita in the battery depot. She looked at me and frowned, then pulled me into this room and kissed me. A long kiss, the best kind. I can still remember the feel of her hand on the back of my neck. After, she looked at me and smiled, and went back to work without saying a word. I'll never forget that moment, her touch, her unspoken generosity. After she left the project, I spent years beating myself up for not keeping her somehow. Every time I ran to her at a conference, I felt thrilled and lost and confused all at the same time. Always hoping that we might have a few drinks and, well, rekindle. It was only after I saw her on stage in a hollow in 58, accepting the Mind Challenge Award in Austin, with Lisbeth Sobeck presenting. Okay, so she did a, she got those awards, so she got so famous, and, well, she was the best in her field, essentially one of the best, so of course she was probably presenting awards. Makes sense. No less. Glowing and happy and fulfilled, and then it dawned on me that I hadn't done anything wrong at all. I could finally see that she had what she wanted, and it simply wasn't me. I feel sad for her, to be honest. At least he got the kiss. At least it was something. Alright. I'm having a look around. Keep your hair on. Is there any bonus to going that way? Let me just go up this way, just in case there's actually anything. Maybe not, though. I won't know until I have a look.
There's an overlook above. It's not far.
But have a look and make sure.
Yes, this way.
I can't spare the weight.
That's fine.
Not much farther now.
Oh boy. Okay. Well, here. I'll see you next time when they get through this facility and hopefully find that, we should be finding that cauldron sooner or later. So